There are friends, and then there are soul connections, the kind of bond that time, distance, and even scandal can't destroy. For over 3 decades, John Stamos and Lori Loughlin have been Hollywood's favorite TV couple, the heart and humor of Full House. But now, their friendship is making headlines for a very different reason. Because John Stamos, usually the calm, charming Uncle Jesse, just went off on Lori's ex-husband, Mossimo Giannulli. In a raw and emotional interview on the Good Guys podcast, John didn't hold back. He called Mossimo a terrible narcissist, blamed him for the infamous college admissions scandal, and revealed that Lori has suffered years of pain because of him. This wasn't gossip. This was personal, and John's words came straight from the heart. You're watching Celeb Spill, and before we dive into this emotional Hollywood showdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a story that shakes the stars. To understand why John's words carry so much weight, you have to go back to the beginning. In the late 1980s, Full House introduced the world to Uncle Jesse Katsopoulos and Rebecca Donaldson, played by John Stamos and Lori Loughlin. Their on-screen chemistry was instant, warm, witty, and effortlessly natural. But off-camera, their bond only grew stronger. They became true friends, confidants who supported each other through marriages, divorces, and the roller coaster of Hollywood life. Even after Full House ended, John and Lori remained close. They spoke often, attended events together, and when the reboot Fuller House came along, they picked up their TV love story right where they left off. But behind the laughter and nostalgia, Lori's personal life was crumbling. In 2019, the world was stunned when news broke that Lori Loughlin and her husband Mossimo Giannulli were part of the Varsity Blues college admissions scandal. The couple was accused of paying $500,000 to falsely designate their daughters, Olivia Jade and Bella, as rowing recruits to get them into USC. It became one of the biggest scandals in Hollywood, a symbol of privilege, power, and the lengths some parents would go for their children's futures. Lori went from America's sweetheart to a national headline. She was dropped from Hallmark Channel, written out of Fuller House, and became the face of a controversy that wouldn't die. Both Lori and Mossimo served time in prison. Lori for 2 months, Mossimo for 5. But according to John Stamos, Lori should have never gone through that alone. Fast forward to 2025, John Stamos is on the Good Guys podcast with Josh Peck and Ben Soffer. He's relaxed at first, joking, reminiscing, being his usual charming self. But when Lori's name comes up, everything changes. His tone hardens, his voice lowers. She goes to prison for this hole, John says. I know for a fact it was all him. She's not a liar, she's a saint. I will never talk to him again. He's a terrible narcissist. And I don't think you ever get out of that. This guy needs help. The room goes silent. This wasn't just a celebrity venting. This was a man defending someone he truly loved and respected. For John, Mossimo wasn't just Lori's husband. He was the man who, in John's eyes, tore her world apart. Behind closed doors, Lori Loughlin endured more than the public ever knew. John revealed that he'd told her, all the negativity and hardships you've been through are connected to this guy. He continued, she didn't deserve to be dragged through that. I think he cheated on her. Whatever he did, it broke her to the core. John's words painted a heartbreaking picture of a woman who spent years fighting to hold her marriage together while the world judged her every move. Lori stood by Mossimo through the trial, the prison sentences, the endless headlines. But in the end, that loyalty cost her everything. Her career, her peace, and nearly her spirit. Earlier this year, reports surfaced that Lori and Mossimo had separated after nearly 30 years of marriage. Sources close to the family say Lori is devastated, but slowly accepting that it's over. Their daughters, Olivia Jade and Bella, are coming around to the idea and just want both parents to be happy. In one emotional reflection, Olivia said, my mom always told me, make sure you can stand on your own 2 feet. Don't rely on a man to take care of you. For Lori, that advice is now her reality. She's rebuilding her life one step at a time, focusing on healing, family, and quiet strength. And through it all, John Stamos remains her fiercest protector. John could have ended his rant there, angry, bitter, done, but he didn't. His anger slowly melted into compassion. He sighed and said, here's the honest-to-God truth. I pray for this guy. I pray he gets a hold of whatever hole he's trying to fill. I pray he realizes what he had, because what he had was everything anyone could ever hope for. And I pray he gets help. It wasn't just rage, it was heartbreak wrapped in hope. Because at his core, John isn't just defending Lori. He's mourning what she lost, her love, her faith, and her peace of mind. In Hollywood, loyalty is rare. But John Stamos has proven time and time again that he's built differently. Through scandal and shame, he never distanced himself from Lori Loughlin. He didn't care what people said. To him, she was still Aunt Becky, his best friend, his TV partner, his sister in spirit. And now, when she needs a friend the most, he's standing by her, publicly and unapologetically. Because for John, loyalty isn't just a word, it's a promise. Today, Lori Loughlin is slowly re-emerging. She's kept her head down, focused on charity work, and tried to rebuild her image. But perhaps the greatest redemption isn't in the public's forgiveness, it's in the love of those who truly know her. And John's defense reminds everyone that behind every headline is a human being, one who made mistakes but who also deserves grace. So maybe this story isn't just about betrayal or anger, maybe it's about friendship. About someone brave enough to speak truth when silence would have been easier, because John Stamos didn't just defend a friend, he defended a legacy. He reminded the world that Lori Loughlin wasn't just a scandal. She was, and still is, a woman who believed in love, stood by her family, and is finally learning to stand again on her own 2 feet. What do you think, Celeb Spill fam? Was John right to call out Mossimo so publicly? Or should he have stayed silent to protect Lori's privacy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more emotional, unfiltered Hollywood deep dives, make sure to subscribe to Celeb Spill. Because here, we don't just spill the tea, we tell the truth behind the fame.